Hi, I'm attorney Matt Stiller. Today I'm going to talk to you about a question that I'm often presented, and that question is as follows. I was arrested for DUI in Delaware. Am I going to have to get one of those ignition interlock devices in my car? Well, not necessarily. You may have to. It depends on how the case is resolved. If you end up taking a plea to the first offenders program, then you'll have to have the ignition interlock device installed in your car. If you plead to the DUI offense, or if you're found guilty of the DUI offense by way of trial, then you're going to have to get an ignition interlock device installed in your car. The amount of time that you have to have the ignition interlock device installed in your car is dependent upon what the period of license suspension is. It's also dependent upon any previous DUIs you've had. It's also somewhat dependent upon the level of blood alcohol in the blood alcohol content in the blood itself. Essentially, for example, if you enter the first offenders program, your license will technically be suspended for 1 year. However, when you leave the courthouse before you've received notice from the DMV that your license is officially suspended, if you drive down and get an ignition interlock device installed in your car, then as soon as you receive notice from the DMV that your license is suspended for a year, you can take your license into DMV, show them that you have an ignition interlock device installed, and you can go ahead and have your license changed over to an ignition interlock device license. Then you'll be able to drive with that in your car for the next 4 months. At the end of that 4-month period, you can apply to have your license fully reinstated. And again, that would be for the first offenders program. So, bottom line is, though, you won't necessarily have to get an ignition interlock device installed just because you've been arrested for a DUI. If you end up taking a plea to reckless driving alcohol related or straight reckless driving, in either of those instances, you're not going to have an ignition interlock device installed in your car. Again, I'm attorney Matt Stiller, and I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. You can follow me at DelawareDUIDefender.com, and you can like us at Facebook.com/Delaware DUI Defender. Thank you.